Have you ever wondered how the stars can affect your life? Imagine 20 years without financial worries, without the stress associated with money. In a world where money is almost everything, how can you believe in such a reality? Many of us dream of stability, but what if hidden in your horoscope is the possibility of a life without financial burdens? And what if Nostradamus has already predicted this for Pisces? How might his prophecy change their future? The answers may be closer than we think. Nostradamus and his prophecies, a glimpse into the past. Nostradamus is a name that inspires lovers of mysteries and secret knowledge. His prophecies always stir minds, and his words remain relevant throughout the centuries. As a mystic, physician and astrologer, Nostradamus predicted not only wars, but also more personal events. How could he see the future of Pisces? Maybe his predictions are not just words, but the key to a life without material worries. Pisces, characterization of the sign and their financial features. Pisces is like a deep ocean, full of secrets and mysteries. Their main gift is intuition. They are able to feel and understand not only themselves, but also others, which makes them extremely sensitive and sometimes hypersensitive. Dreamers, they often live in the clouds, creating an atmosphere of magic around them. However, this can be dangerous. The tendency to self-sacrifice leads to the fact that Pisces forget about their own needs, giving everything for the sake of others. This explains their material difficulties. Their attention is rarely directed to earthly matters. Under the auspices of Jupiter and Neptune, Pisces lives in a world of change and surprises. Jupiter bestows generosity but also a penchant for risk, while Neptune can cloud their perception of reality, causing them to lose touch with the present. Nostradamus' prophecy, what did he predict for Pisces? And so we come back to Nostradamus, what did he predict for Pisces? His prophecies are hidden behind many layers of symbolism. But what if Pisces could be the ones to find the golden mean he spoke of? You can find several lines in his writings that can be interpreted as predictions for Pisces. For example, one of his famous lines is, "He who believes in the future will find his way amidst the mist." This is exactly about Pisces. They, driven by intuition, often follow a path that only they can see. And if Nostradamus had predicted their fate, perhaps this path among the fog is what they need to symbolize to find stability, because their financial future is as shaky as the ocean in which they live. But what does this 20 years of living without material worries mean? How to interpret it? Maybe Nostradamus was talking about a period when Pisces will finally be able to combine their spiritual aspirations with material opportunities. 20 years without the need for money is not about a complete absence of labor, but about a life in which Pisces will be able to live without worrying about bills and debts. It's a dream, isn't it? So how do we interpret this in the context of modern realities? Today, as we talk more and more about personal harmony and self-actualization, Nostradamus' prophecy can be seen as an opportunity for Pisces to find their true purpose in life. A path that leads to inner wealth, freeing them from material shackles. After all, perhaps these 20 years are not only a time period, but also a metaphor for inner transformation, when a person lives in peace with himself and with the world around him. And what if this prophecy is a kind of symbol of an opportunity for Pisces to finally free itself from material limitations and feel how it is to live in harmony without worrying about money? 20 years without money needs, reality or myth? 20 years without material worries. Who does not dream of it? We are all used to the fact that money is the key to everything. You can't get anywhere without it. But what if it were otherwise? If one could live without that constant race for a paycheck, without the fear of unpaid bills and debts? What if money was no longer an issue? For Pisces, this can be a real reality. After all, this sign often lives in its own special world, where material matters take a back seat. Pisces are not practical people, they do not chase financial success. Their world is a world of intuition, feeling, spiritual quest. For them, the absence of monetary needs is not just the absence of financial difficulties, but a state of inner freedom. What can the absence of monetary needs mean for Pisces? It can be a real liberation for them. In a world where money is often the center of all worries, for Pisces not having their needs means finding inner peace. This doesn't mean that they will start living in luxury or vacationing endlessly in the Maldives. No. Rather, it means that they won't be bothered by the question, when is the next bill coming due, what do I do if I don't have enough money? The absence of material concerns will give Pisces the opportunity to fully devote themselves to what is really important to their soul: spiritual development, creativity, relationships with loved ones, the search for harmony. It's a chance to finally do what they love without looking back at the cost. How does this affect their lives, careers, and relationships? Their career can be affected in surprising ways. Pisces, freed from financial worries, can afford not to do work just for the money. They will strive to ensure that their profession brings joy and fulfillment. It is important to note that Pisces often choose careers in creative, humanitarian fields. And so, without thinking about financial rewards, they can start working in their true element. As for relationships, the lack of material problems can also be a favorable factor. After all, money often becomes the cause of quarrels and misunderstandings in relationships. Pisces, freed from this problem, can focus on feelings, on mutual understanding, on supporting each other. They will value emotional connections and depth of relationships more than external manifestations of wealth. Opportunities for Pisces: how can you use this period to develop personal well-being and harmony? So, picture this: a 20-something year when you have no need to worry about money. Pisces can use this time not only for personal well-being, but also for inner transformation. It's a chance to learn to live in harmony with yourself and the world. It's a great time for deep personal exploration, meditation, and working on yourself. For Pisces who don't worry about money, personal development becomes central. This can be as much about learning new knowledge as it is about mastering new hobbies and skills. They will be able to devote more time to those things that inspire and develop their soul, whether it's art, traveling, playing sports, or socializing with loved ones. But most importantly, this period could be an opportunity for Pisces to find their true purpose. A task they couldn't devote themselves to before, when they were chasing money and success. Pisces may finally realize that their true wealth is not in the material world, but in their inner world. In what they can create for themselves. And it may be the most valuable discovery in 20 years. Tips for Pisces: how to prepare for the future without material limitations. Pisces, prepare for your magnificent future. 20 years without material worries is not just a dream, it's a reality that can be yours if you set your mind right. So how do you prepare for it? How to create harmony between the inner world and external circumstances. What steps to take to avoid financial difficulties and live in peace with yourself and the world around you. Let's understand. How can Pisces use their intuition and spirituality to create financial stability? Pisces, more than anyone else, have a unique ability to hear their inner voice. Their intuition is their ultimate guide. By utilizing this gift, they can build their financial stability not through strict calculations and plans, but by trusting their inner sense. It is important not to close yourself off from the world, but to learn to listen to your inner compass, which can tell you when it is worth investing and when it is better to stop. Spirituality is another powerful resource. Believe in your own strength. Focusing on your spiritual development helps you see the world in a different light and frees you from worrying about material things. And this is where the magic begins: when you are confident in yourself and your path, the world begins to adjust to your desires. This doesn't mean that Pisces should sit back. No. It rather means that they can create their reality through the power of thought and intention. What steps will help Pisces in improving their financial situation despite their natural tendency to be careless? Pisces are dreamers. Their thoughts often take them far into the clouds, leaving practical matters in the background. However, if they want to truly build financial stability, they should learn how to land. As difficult as it may be, it's important to find a balance between dreams and reality. Here are a few steps to help Pisces. 1. Create a financial plan. Let this plan not be dry and boring. It should be as flexible as you are. It's important to have an idea of your income and expenses, but don't lose the freedom to improvise. 2. Risk assessment. It is important to learn how to assess risks practically. Intuition will help, but you need to be prepared for intuition and reason to work in tandem. 3. Investing in your own education. Pisces, don't forget about your development. Not only will it help you improve your career prospects, but it will also make you more confident in your own abilities. Gaining new knowledge and skills is an investment in your future. 4. Networking. Sometimes Pisces needs to connect more with people who can support them, give them the advice they need, or provide resources. Create a social circle that will support your growth and progress. How do you build harmony between your inner world and external circumstances? For Pisces, harmony is not just a word. It is a state of mind when everything is in balance. How to achieve this balance? It is important to realize that your inner state affects all external processes. If Pisces is at peace with themselves, if their soul is calm, they attract positive events, opportunities and people. How to achieve this? 1. Meditation and self-reflection. These practices will help Pisces to establish contact with themselves, teach them to listen to the inner voice and trust it. Meditations on financial abundance, visualization are what can help open the doors to financial flow. 2. Managing emotions. Pisces can be prone to emotional swings. When they are stressed or anxious, the world around them starts to seem less rosy. Learn to manage your emotions and avoid panicking, even when the situation seems difficult. 3. Living in the present. Don't try to anticipate everything at once. Live in the here and now. Let the future be something that inspires you, not something that scares you. In this state, Pisces will be able to find answers and solutions without being consumed by constant anxiety. 4. Positive attitude and gratitude. Believe in the best and give thanks for everything you have. Feeling grateful helps attract more favorable circumstances. Practice gratitude and the world will return the favor. Pisces, are you ready for this? The path to harmony and financial stability is not straight, but it is beautiful and inspiring. Trust yourself, listen to your inner voice and remember, the absence of material constraints is not just a dream, but a possible reality. Strive for your goal, but enjoy every step along the way. Nostradamus' prophecy is not something that guarantees success. No, it doesn't predict to you exact routes to material prosperity or guaranteed happiness. But it can be a jolt that makes Pisces look at your life from a whole new angle. It reminds you that it's possible to live freely, without heavy financial shackles, by following your inner voice and intuition. And maybe even offers the belief that the future can be soft and full of prosperity, if only you yourself are willing to embrace this path. But it's important to realize that prophecies are just one of many roads, and it's up to you to decide which one to take. We are all creators of our own destiny. The stars certainly influence us, but they do not control us. And if you want what you need, whether it's financial freedom or harmony in your life, then it's time to take action. Be bold and create your reality. The stars can help you, but the decisions are always yours. This is your path, your future. No matter what the stars predict, the most important thing is to live in harmony with yourself. After all, it is your inner world that determines how the outer world will look like. And if you learn to find peace in your soul, the world will respond to you in the same way. Let your future be bright, let your present be filled with joy and confidence. After all, if you are in harmony with yourself, then the whole world is on your side.